Scene 13, take 4.
Quiet on set.
Action.
What's your name?
My name is Sayles.
What do you do?
I'm an actor, and I'll be playing Trey in the play. Cut.
Yeah, thank you.
Trey in the movie.
But we ain't cutting. This is all
What's
real,
happening?
so you can just be.
I can just re-say it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be playing Trey in the movie.
What movie?
Healed.
Okay. Are you healing, or been healed from something? And
I've been healed.
From what?
Tragedy.
Specifically.
I lost both of my parents.
Talk about it.
I lost my mom 2014, and I lost my dad 2016. So around November 2014 up until April 2016. So around 16 months, I lost the people that created me and brought me into this world.
Tell me about the relationship with your mother.
Me and my mom had a very, very, very unique relationship. I played more so of a older brother role. Like, that's kind of the banter we would have. I would always tell her what she needed to be doing. She would always, who's the mama, that type of relationship.
And how did she die?
My mom actually had addiction problems along as well with my father. So around 2012, my mom went to a rehabilitation center, got clean, but old habits die hard. So this is where we're at.
What were you doing the day she passed away?
I was actually home. It was the week after Thanksgiving, that Friday, and it was around like 9:28 p.m. and a coroner had came to my grandma's house. And see, the thing was, my grandma has 3 sisters. My uncle, my great uncle, he worked for the police force, so he got a call prior to, so they all got over there before the coroner came and things like that. Like, it was God had it worked out to where it needed to be, to where we would be okay.
And describe that pain.
The pain of losing a mother is like losing home. Like, you don't really have a safe place to be, and that's kind of how you feel for I guess ever, because it really hasn't stopped. So once you lose a mother, it's like you lose half of you. The other half is there, but it's just surviving. And when you're in survival mode, you're not really living.
Being in survival mode keeps you on your toes at all, does it?
It keeps you on your toes. It also, it's a lot of downs to that as well, negatives, cons, as you would say, as far as you don't trust people the same, you don't like to share or open up with people, you're kind of isolated from the world, which can bring on depression, overthinking, just a lot of different emotions that would bring you to a dark place.
So you were in a dark place?
I was, for a very long time.
Then, and this is after your mom passed, you were in a dark place.
Yes.
Then your father passed.
Right.
Tell me about your relationship with your dad.
Me and my dad had a very, very, very estranged relationship. I was the spitting image of him. I look actually just like him. I'm just a different skin tone. It was kind of the same thing. I was kind of that big brother role. I've kind of always been that I guess you could say that child that would to be like, okay, y'all need to do this. Y'all got to get this together because we're here. They're watching you guys. And by you guys, I mean my siblings. I have 4 other siblings outside of me. And, you know, everybody loves their parents. No matter what transgressions or mistakes they make, you love your parents with everything in you because they're your parents. And so to lose my mother and my father 16 months apart, it kind of just brought me a place of life is real, reality. I was so young, I was 16, so it kind of just brought me up to that speed of this is going to be this isn't just gonna be now. This is gonna like continue to happen. I'm gonna have to go through loss, grief, and have to figure it out and put myself back to being in that good place again.
When did you come to that realization?
I came to that realization. My mom died November the 28th. Her funeral was December the 3rd. I came to that realization by December the 4th. That she wasn't coming back.
Are you healed or healing?
I'm healed.
You're healed? What does healed mean to you?
I can reflect on a point in my life where I was just in the darkest place and didn't really know how to navigate out of that to where I'm at now, being able to open up and share with you.
2 years ago, were you healed?
I was healed.
3 years ago,
I was healing.
you were healing. When did you realize you were healed?
I realized I was healed when I could have big accomplishments and not necessarily cry without them being there. I was like, okay, I know they're proud of me. And that's what really matters to me at this point. Like, I know I'm doing something totally different from what they did and how they kind of operate in their daily lives to what I'm doing now.
Give me the accomplishment that you achieved and you realized, like, yeah.
So around 3 years ago, I actually got to cross Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. It was something me and my mom always talked about because she wanted to be a Delta. So it was kind of like, Ma, I did it. Your boy doing it. And then I graduated. So those 2 moments there alone allowed me to see life is about choices. Life is about being able to connect and influence others to be their best self. And honestly, even through my parents' addiction, that's what they did for me. Because both of my parents, I can say, they lived their life to their own rule books. It wasn't a manual. It wasn't somebody in your ear telling you to do this or do that. It was just them living how they wanted to live. And I respected that.
What's your name?
My name is Sayles.
And what do you do?
I'm an actor. And I'll be playing Trey in the movie, Healed.
Thank you. What's your name?
Lola.
Lola. Your shirt says healed. What does healing look like to you?
Whew. Healing. Healing is the process of thinking about what you're healing from. When you've been through so many different traumatic things in your life, there's some stuff you have healed from. There's some stuff that you've probably made peace with, but haven't healed. And then there's circumstances that come up that you have to heal from. So I can't say which one I am. I just know that some stuff I'm healed from. Some stuff I have actually made peace with, but will never heal from. And there's some stuff that I'm still healing and dealing with.
So you believe that you'll never heal. So you're always going to have an open wound. Do you want to talk about that wound?
When I say you'll never heal, you make peace with some stuff. I think certain circumstances that people go through, some people could say you can heal from it. You can make peace with it if you can't heal from it. So I've made peace with a lot of stuff so that it didn't affect my future. But as far as healing from it, I don't think I would ever heal from certain stuff.
What have you healed from?
My past, overcoming me, getting me out the way, discovering who I am.
Give me a situation.
I'm a girl from up top, straight street. When I say street, I mean street. Not getting up, clocking your 9 to 5. So when I moved and made the decision to move to the South, it was a mentality that I had to heal from. I had to change. I had to focus on the person I wanted to become in order to heal from that past.
What made you want to heal? Because sometimes we're in our situations and it's like, I'm cool with this. What was it that said, I need to heal from this, I need to change?
A lot of things. One being coming from a broken family, seeing the destruction in your family and wanting better for you and your future. Two, situations that you go through that forces you to want to change so you don't go through them again.
You're healing from your past and you want to move forward, so you have to change some things and start analyzing who you are. What process did you go through to heal? What were the steps?
Well, one of my best friends had called me. We had talked about moving down south forever. I was the only one out the crew who didn't have any kids yet. So everybody had children and she wanted, a better life for her son. So we decided out the blue just to move down south. We got up, came down south, found our apartments, went back. During being back, during the 2-week period that we were back just to get our belongings and stuff like that, I actually was caught in the crossfire of some gangs. So I was shot 8 times. It was at that moment, it was like the Lord spoke to me and just said, do you want to live or do you want to die? And when I said live, everything just changed. My mindset started changing. I didn't like the things I used to like. And I just came down here and started another life.
Shot 8 times, so obviously you healed from that physically. Mentally, have you healed from that?
That's another one of those things that I don't know if you can heal from. I've made peace with it. During that time, my mindset was still gangsta nip or muscle, as they called me. So it was retaliation. It was, I gotta get somebody. Somebody gotta feel this pain. But then when I realized it was a 14-year-old boy, I just kept saying, Lord, I can't hurt nobody's child. I can't hurt nobody's child. So I don't think I've healed from it as far as ever going to heal from it. I'm still, like, when I hear shots, firecrackers, I'm looking around. I don't like guns being pointed at me or around me. I did a play last year. It was the first time I really put a gun back in my hand and was a little bit okay with it. But yeah, I would say it changed me to the point where I made peace with it. But I don't think that's something you could ever heal from.
What does your happy days look like?
Waking up, working my businesses. I'm a real estate agent and a cosmetologist. Taking care of my children, my family. Being there for people, giving back. I just try to focus and I stay motivated by listening to stuff, putting stuff on YouTube that motivates me, that helps build me up, that keeps my mind in the same place.
You're a mother, so your healing is important for the healing of your children. Your wounds are their wounds as well because they have to deal with the effects of your trauma. When does the healing start for them? When did it start and how's it going?
My kids really only know Lola. And I say that because Lola and Linda, the real name that my mother gave me, are 2 different people. So they really only know Lola, the person that I became since I've been here, the mindset that I have now. When I do open up to them, little by little, I've been opening up to them. They're like, oh, Mom, you did that? You went through that? Oh, my goodness. It's shocking to them because they're like, I don't know this person. So everything I've given them has been what I lacked.
So that's a part of the healing as well. What does a healed Lola tell a wounded Lola or Linda?
Never give up. Put your faith and trust in God, because I couldn't have made it anywhere without Him. Discover who you are. Discover God's will for your life. That's the biggest thing. God's will and not your own.
Okay, so you're going to say, I am, and I am. So I'm Lola, and I am healed, healing, or whatever. I'll give you a second to pause, and then whenever you're ready.
I am Lola, and I am healed and still in the process of being healed.